Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to SHOUTcraft right here with Bischu in the Yellow Trunks playing Zerg at the southwest of the Steppes of War versus his opponent, Nerchio. Do you like that? Does it sound like Nerchio? Scotchio! Nerchio, same thing. That works, right? Nerchio, from against all authorities. He took the first game of this best of 3 series in the clan war. Bischu, of course, representing Team Dignitas. Awesome strategies from both sides employed. Mass Void Ray backed up by Phoenix. Very effective. Until, of course, Nerchio brought out the absolute agony that was so many Banelings. All over the place. Banelings just fall from the sky. I like to call them Rainlings because that was exactly what was happening. Raining on the head of his opponent. Doing big, huge mega damage. Yeah, it was pretty damn good. Some amazing drop play from Nerchio. Pylon up for Bischu. Innovation for Protos. You know, one of these days I'm going to see them build something that isn't the pylon, then I'll wonder what exactly they did to hack the game. Grabs him. No 6 pulling. No. You could have just stopped. He's not going to 6 pull. You know, it is kind of a nasty map one way or the other. It's not especially Zerg favored. I don't want to go too into it because all I know is it's not very Zerg favored. Zerg don't like Steppes of War. For a wide variety of different reasons. Whatever the case. Bishop with Gateway. No nonsense coming up right here from either. Should be a good, clean fight. Very important to have a good, clean fight, yes. Quite. Nerchio grabs himself an Extractor. Spawning pool on his way as well. By the way, no big surprise. Pylon, a simulator. It's difficult to predict what these guys are actually going to do, so I'm not even going to bother. Considering that Bischu did some crazy stuff, and his opponent did some crazy stuff as well. So, there you go. Cybernetic score up for Bischu. Oh, it's such a standard opening, isn't it? Not even bothering with that crazy fast expansion nonsense he was going with earlier. Nerchio's going to slip in there, though, and take a little look around. Investigate the deep, deep void of Bischu's... No. Steal it! Let's have the gas. You know you want it. There you go. No mega fast gas for Bischu, which does prevent very, very early Stargate play. And it would have to be pretty goddamn early. It'll hold them back a little bit. Nerchio straight through the Roach Warren. Interesting. Not actually bothering to grab Metabolic Boost yet. He can do it now if he wants, but will he? Because he's probably saving up for Roaches. Yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. Going heavy into the Roaches early on. He scouted his opponent. He knows what his opponent has. Heavy Roaches, yeah, with a 1 Gateway Cybernetic score like that, and without all that much gas, yeah, why not? Of course, works pretty damn effectively. Warp Gate is on its way, but it's not up yet, so Bischu is fairly limited in terms of what he can build, but he does have 2 more gateways on the way. He'll be able to reinforce from the rear. 3 gateways, there we go, folks. That all the way through to the 4 gateway. The question is, where is he going to dump that pylon? With no speedlings around, Nerchio does not quite have as much control as he otherwise would have. That could be potentially dangerous for him. He needs to watch out for that. Placement of the pylon is critical for attacking with the 4 gateways like that. Because, of course, if your pylon gets eaten, you're in a lot of trouble. Nerchio, however, he's got himself 6 Roaches. He's got 2 Zerglings on the way as well. Finally, then, after that, going for Metabolic Boost. Here's the thing. He's going to attack before Bischu is ready. Bischu does not have really anything to defend himself with. He's got 1 Zealot, and he's got 1 Stalker. Warp Gate is up, so we can see a Warp In pretty damn soon. There you go, Warp Ins are available. Nerchio runs the line. Can he break it? Of course he can. But here comes the Warp In. Zealot annihilated. That ain't enough Roaches. Not enough Roaches at all. Nice little bit of Stalker micromanagement. Dances around. Gonna try and nail the Roaches. God of Chaos. Yeah, Bischu is not dumb. He has supported that Warp Gate and the Cybernetic score with 2 pylons. Sniping at those Roaches. Roaches not amazingly great against Stalkers, but in come the Zerglings to support. Will Nerchio be able to get there in time? More to the point, they do not have the speed upgrade. They will not have for another 20 seconds. Let's nibble on that and take the Zealot out. But again, the forces of Nerchio getting progressively sliced into tiny little pieces, which is not all that great. Again, surrounds another Zealot, but loses both the Roaches, and that's it. Nerchio doesn't have anything to push with. Backing all the way off because he knows he does not have the necessary forces right now. However, he does have map control. He knows exactly where his opponent is right now. And he's not at any risk of pylons appearing out of nowhere. Looks for the surround. Absolutely not. Nowhere near enough Zerglings right there. And Bischu now pushing forward just a little bit with a forward defense. There's the pylon, so he can reinforce that nice. And if he wants to expand, he can do so. No problem at all. Once again, running the line. Will he be able to get enough Zerglings to do that? Well, he's not even going to bother. He's going straight through to Roaches once again. Roach Zergling will beat that combo, certainly, but bear in mind that that's a lot of production that Bischu has at his disposal. Awful lot. And that is problematic for his opponent. But the telltale sign of a chrono boost going off right there, so we're going to chrono boost most of those warp gates. He's reinforcing at a fairly rapid rate. Nerchio has not expanded yet either, still playing with one base. Could be problematic for the Zerg player, because that's going to significantly limit the amount of units that can come in. Go and sweep around the side, give himself another avenue of attack. It will be nice to have, but it will take a little bit of time to beat through there. The Roaches are, of course, all the way back at the base, and unfortunately for him, Bischu now pushing forward. Not enough Roaches in Nerchio's base right now to repulse an attack of that magnitude. Their cruisers cannot handle it. That's more of a Sean Connery. Our cruisers can't handle it. No, that wasn't really Sean Connery. When you try and do it, you just can't. It's like trying to do an accent. Forcing his way through the line right there. Can he take a single Roach? He looks for it. So low. Just kill the Roach. Kill the Roach. Stab it. Something against that Roach. Why is that Roach still alive? It does not. Is an abomination to God. Yes. Wipe him out. Wipe him out right there. Pulls the drones off the line. That's a lot of economic damage that's going to be inflicted. Nerchio so very, very far behind right now in terms of his economy. However, Bischu's getting nailed down slowly but surely. Forced all the way back. And in come the Zerglings from the rear. You can't leave. You can't leave. Because he's looking for the surround and he gets it. And he gets it. Yes, he can. And no blink for Bischu. Oh, there you go. Everything taken out, and Nerchio with an immediate counter-attack, and he's actually now lost less units as a direct result of that. A absolutely deft defense there by Nerchio. Exceptional defense. Very good indeed. Ooh, that pylon's down as well. That's got nibbled to death. Now he can break that line, and if he does, well, then we are in trouble, aren't we? If we're Bischu, anyways, walled himself in. He needs to try and delay his opponent. Needs to bring in more firepower from the back just to make sure that he's not going to get pushed through there. But once again, Nerchio now able to expand without fear or trepidation. Nice and easy. Grab the hatchery. No problem at all. Feeling good about that. Very, very good indeed. Now, what's coming up for Bischu? A block of pylons. Perhaps he thinks he's playing Minecraft. Plays 4, and it will make a pick. No, it won't. It will make a Protos workbench. I'm very surprised that someone hasn't tried to put something like that into StarCraft yet. It'll probably happen. And when it does, it will be the end of many nerds' lives. They will never be seen again. Probably for the best. 8 Zealots, 4 Stalkers, and 2 Sentries available for Bischu versus 8 Roaches and 7 Zerglings. It's pretty much a foregone conclusion if Bischu decides to push and attack, but bear in mind there's more on the way. 10 more Zerglings for Nerchio. Needs to get his economy rolling, and that's exactly what he's doing right now. More drones on the way. Still pretty much behind his opponent. His opponent expanding right now as well. Bischu feeling pretty damn safe. Right now, he is pretty damn safe. More Zerglings just popped out for Nerchio. Nerchio going to be able to apply pressure. Right now, not feeling it. Doesn't really want to bother. Try and push his way through here instead. Those rocks don't know what hit them. They'll be down very shortly. Bischu with a little bit of a scout, seeing what he can see. Nothing there, nothing suspicious as of yet. What is building, though? Hallucination for Bischu. Interesting stuff. Sneaky as well. Bear in mind that his opponent does not have any overseers. He's only really just started morphing through his lair. It's been very low tech this entire time, so he's way behind in terms of technology. Once those hallucinations come up, that could be problematic. Depends whether or not Nerchio actually falls for it. Hallucination is not all that common. It can potentially be very dangerous, but bear in mind you can also just use it as a scout. Now, here's the question. Is he going to believe that he's gone Stargate? Is he going to believe that? Maybe he will, maybe he won't. Again, he has no method of detection whatsoever. Admittedly, he might have given it away there, because he just took 2 shots at the Overlord, and of course it did absolutely no damage, because hallucinations do absolutely no damage of any description. So Nerchio may have realized it's unfortunate that he did that, really, because maybe he would have thought. Bischu now with 2 robotics facilities on the way up. Maybe see what we saw last time, at least once he gets his gas rolling, once he has enough gas to pump out that double Colossi approach. He's got Mortals on the way to deal with those Roaches, but there's also a lot of Zerglings there, so he needs to watch out for that. Zerglings have a tendency of eating Immortals. They're very good at it. 3 Spine Crawlers at the front. Again, nice and easy to defend that ramp. No big problems there, so it's going to be a while before Bischu's feeling confident enough to push his way through there. Possibly looking for some higher tech in order to do that. Spire coming up for Nerchio as well. Little bit of air. Little bit of air. Only 5 Stalkers available. Not a lot of ground-based anti-air firepower for Bischu, so we could see some Mutalisks, and we could see them, more to the point, doing an awful lot of damage if he's not careful. Another hallucination right there. Bischu once again with the scout. Again, it is a free scout, effectively. It just costs the energy of the sentry in question. Interesting. That is a lot of Spine Crawlers. Got 4 coming up right now, redeployed. Once again. Again, I wonder if Nerchio still actually believes that that is a real... I don't think he does. I don't think he thinks that's a real thing at all. No real sign of that anyway. I mean, you don't build Spire to counter Phoenix. You just don't, because that would be silly. Not all that great. But you could get some Corruptors out to do it, admittedly. If he does that, he's going to feel very, very silly when he discovers that's not a real Phoenix. He can't believe that's real. Again, I don't know. That is quite the conga line you've got going on right there. That is 6 Spine Crawlers. In the meantime, Zerglings come around the side and do absolutely nothing. No big surprises there. Bischu now has a very potent siege-breaking force, especially against those Spine Crawlers. He's got 4 Immortals. Oh, wow. That will be unpleasant, won't it? Looking for it. Oh, yeah. Redeployment. In comes the stabby-stabby. And there you go, folks, carving his way through that front line. It will work very, very well indeed. He's got a lot of firepower at his disposal. He's going to be able to smash those defenses apart. It's exactly what's happening. The Immortals continue to reap a terrible toll. There's now 5 Immortals in the army. Roaches against Immortals. That's a foregone conclusion. No question. Bam! Bam! Down they go once again. Oh, they just cannot stand up to that. Mutalisks come in to try and do something about it, but there are too many Stalkers on the ground for that to be effective. Bischu continues to ram his way through Nerchio with many, many drones from the side. Is it gonna be enough? No. Or maybe at least he'll take out 1 Immortal. Looks for it. So many drones lost. But you know what? Bischu's actually gonna have to back off. No, he's not. There come the reinforcements. No way. Absolutely not. Continues to apply that pressure. Good game, I think. Let's be honest. It really does look like GG right now. But he's still able to crush the entire force. You know what? He is. He's down to 15 drones, but he did defend. I'll give him that. Counterattack is on its way with 11 Zerglings, 3 Mutalisks, and 4 Roaches. In he goes. Can't get the surround, though, unfortunately. Again, too many gateways. Very easy just to warp in defenses. No problems there at all. Delicious Immortals on the way, but those Roaches are taking a terrible, terrible toll. Nerchio gives it up, of course. GG, 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 GG. Yes. Bischu, extremely well played. A lot of pressure being applied there, and yeah. Just didn't work out, I'm afraid. One apiece in this best of 3 series.